All right. Hey, fellow YouTubers. So, I'm Joe Morgan. Some of my friends call me BanjoJoe since I started playing the banjo. I don't really talk in my videos. I more or less play music. I don't sing that much. I do sing sometimes, but I don't sing in a lot of my music. I sit around, I play guitar, and I play banjo all the time. Well, not all the time. I used to not. But here recently, I started playing the banjo. And it's inspired me musically to want to keep pursuing music because the banjo is such an interesting instrument. I'm learning more about it every day. I've only been playing it this time for, I don't know, it's probably been 5 or 6 months, something like that. So if you don't like what you're hearing, I completely understand because I'm not an expert at banjo. And I don't really plan on doing any tutorials or anything like that. So I might in the future, but as of right now, no, not really. Because honestly, I don't even know half of what I'm doing. I just do it. So I don't know. What got me into the banjo? Well, I will say I had a friend that passed away several months ago, and he loved bluegrass. We worked together, and he was a wonderful guy, and we talked music every day at work. And he would always talk about these bluegrass festivals that were coming up and whatnot. And I'd always liked bluegrass to a certain extent, but I don't know. It just took a certain kind of bluegrass to kind of draw me in. And I don't know how to explain it because a lot of people think bluegrass is bluegrass, but there's I don't know. There's different bluegrass sounds even in bluegrass, and I don't know how to explain that. But you just have different styles from different pickers, I guess. Uh, But anyway, when he passed away, I was at his funeral, and his sister was talking about how he just really he loved to play, and in a sense, he liked to make others happy. He always joked around. Uh, she had a really good speech that I cannot repeat or whatever, but I'd been thinking about playing the banjo, but by the time she got done with her speech about her brother, which was wonderful, hey, she's a wonderful person, obviously herself. But I knew from that day forward that I was going to go out and get me a banjo. So every time I pick up my banjo, I think about my friend, and that's pretty cool. But ever since I picked it up, it's just I don't know. It just completely inspires me. It's a wonderful instrument, and I've never really played bluegrass, even on the guitar. I've never really played bluegrass music. But anyway, uh, I'll get off of that. But so a lot of the songs that you're gonna hear is basically just songs that I've come up with over the years. My influences go back from. This might shock a lot of people. I don't know, but one of my favorite bands of all times is Smashing Pumpkins, and Billy Corgan is, in my opinion, a genius. Uh, I'm not saying I agree with him on all of his views politically or whatever, but musically, I think he's a genius. Uh, One thing I respect about them is they have they can play just a hard rocking song for 1 minute, and they can play like a soft song the next minute, but everything they come out with is just completely off the wall original. Now you may not like his singing, and that's cool because honestly I don't either, in a lot of ways, but at the same time it is so unique and it is original, and that is what made the Smashing Pumpkins. in my opinion, Billy Corgan. But maybe that's why I should sing. Maybe it would make my songs more original. I don't know. But, that's down the road. I have a hard enough time playing what I play and then throwing my lyrics on top of that. But I just mainly want everybody to know what you might see coming out next is basically is mainly just going to be me playing, whether it be banjo or guitar. I have a mandolin, but it doesn't have strings on it. I can play it a little bit. You probably won't see me playing it, and I'm looking for a band. Honestly, anybody that's interested in playing, I think I have a lot of creative ideas. I'm not saying I'm an expert player. I'm definitely not, but for anybody that wants to collaborate or anything like that, reach out to me. That'd be cool. But I thought about just recording some stuff with the digital age. I mean, you can get software and probably create a whole album if you wanted to in your basement on a computer, which might be cool. I'd like to do that. But either way, my songs usually are kept to me. I don't usually play them out in public. I don't usually get around a lot of friends. I'm a family man. I don't get out too much anymore like I used to. So that's a little bit harder, but I would, if there was a desire for people to want to hear more of my music, I would definitely go and play. I've played live before, back years ago, but I work a job. I got kids. I got a wife. I got a mini farm. Keeps me busy. Always something to do. And I've got some other things outside of that, even that I do all the time. But I just wanted any of my fans to understand kind of where I'm coming from and why I'm making this channel, why I'm putting stuff out there. I'm not necessarily trying to make a name for myself, and it would be cool if it turned out to be that way. But I just think I have a lot of creative ideas, and I'm almost 40 years old. I know I may not look like it, but I'll be 40 this year. Probably got like a good 20 years left. Who knows? But, everybody wants to be 100, I guess, but I doubt I'll make it that long. But anyway, just holler at me. Just leave some comments, like, share, subscribe. I'd like to hear what you got to say. Thanks. You'll probably hear from me again. So, all right. Y'all have a good one.